Hi, I'm Edward Wiggins, and I'm a senior at Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi. For most of my life, I've gotten a lot of flack because I'm very tall and not athletic. While some of my other friends enjoy, watching the big game or following sports stats, I like to read about Greek heroes and Greek monsters, and I'll sometimes translate Latin passages just for fun. And for a long time, I had to work to find comfort in that. But I looked to role models in my own family, like my grandfather. He's a superintendent and he values education, and I just had to accept that my interests are okay and they don't make me any less of a black man. I stopped seeking validation from other people. I just accepted that I am someone who enjoys Greek mythology and translating Latin passages. And if you want to come with me on this journey, you can come. But if you aren't coming, I'm gonna go by myself anyway. I'm the student body president of my school, and as such, I have certain obligations for certain events. Like there's the homecoming week, and it's like a big production. And as student body president, it was my job to kind of organize the resources and people to get that done. The Saturday of homecoming week was also an ACT testing date. And my priorities weren't necessarily where they should have been. Looking back, I thought they were at the time because I was trying to, get involved in my school and be active. But I ended up not taking the ACT that day and going on and having fun at the homecoming dance. But as I started applying to colleges, I realized that the 25 I made sophomore year wasn't going to be enough for me to get where I thought I should have been. So I had to stop. I had to, of course, meet my obligations, but I had to reprioritize. And like for 1 month, I met with one of my old math teachers and I practiced math ACT practice problems for the whole month. And I ended up going up 6 points in the math section just by that improvement. And so I ended up taking it again in December and I got a 30. And I think that is just a testament to how much my reprioritizing made a difference in my ACT score. Character is knowing what you believe and building your life around those beliefs and avoiding anything that does not match up with those beliefs. My personal character, I value family and God and the pursuit of knowledge. And so, like in school, I'm involved in academic clubs like the Latin Club or the Math Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta. I'm involved in my church. I volunteer on the nursery ministry. And I always look for opportunities to, hang out with my family when I can. I do consider myself a leader. I believe that a leader is one who has influence and uses that influence to cast a vision and see that vision through to fruition. As student body president, I had to leverage resources and people to get certain things done. And part of me knowing what my resources were getting to know people. Leaders are personal people. They don't just stand over the top and look down and delegate and dictate. They're down in the trenches with the people. A leader should be one of the people who knows what the resources and the personalities and the skill sets they have available to them, and using that information to put people where they can do their best performance. One who is a leader also has an opportunity to be an advocate. And that's making sure that that all voices are heard no matter where they're from, and that issues that don't necessarily affect you directly but that affect other people are addressed. I sat on a panel about the state of education in Mississippi, and as we were discussing certain systemic issues, I made sure to bring to the foreground issues that affected all students. I have been going to a predominantly white school, and although I'm the student body president, I haven't transcended race, and I do believe that there is something unique about being in an environment where people look like you and have similar experiences as you and can relate to you on a much deeper level than just being in the classroom and having the same teachers. At Morehouse, I would be able to be in a class of other black men who value education like I do and weren't necessarily the star athlete, but that were, involved in social issues and academic issues. And I believe that it's time for me to have that experience. I believe that attending Morehouse will help me to understand my heritage as a black man. I, in my school district, black history wasn't necessarily something that was important to them. I mean, they did encourage diversity and individuality, but I don't believe that my personal history was taught to me. And I believe that Morehouse is such, a pillar of the educated black experience for black men, and I want to be a part of that because I believe that's an important aspect of who I will become in the future.